I have with me the filmmaker, Mr. Chiku, whose film Electronic City got accepted into our film festival. I am so excited to have you here with us. And Chiku, you are dialing in from India, right?
Yeah, from Bangalore.
From Bangalore. I just think it's so incredible that we live in a time where we're able to connect with each other on literally opposite sides of the world. Like, I just think that's so cool. Um, but tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind why you created Electronic City.
Okay. I am Chikkanna, director and producer of Electronic City movie. First, I would like to thank Silicon Valley International Film Festival for selecting my movie. It's really a great opportunity for us. I really want to thank Silicon Valley International Film Festival. About myself, I'm working as a software engineer. I have 15 plus years of experience working in a software company. And I'm inspired by my grandfather, who was actively involved in theater. And I've done diploma in theater in year 2011. And my hobby is making short films and feature films. And specifically, my film name is Electronic City, and Electronic City is an information technology hub in Bangalore, India, actually. And my film Electronic City is a modern triangle love story set in the competitive world of Bangalore's IT industry. The film actually explores the many facets of workspace and how a love can prosper in the changes it brings about. And here in this film, I've put all my experience of working as an IT professional in the city in a compelling narrative, actually. This is how I made the film Electronic City.
So I loved your story. I thought that it was just such a interesting, it was so interesting because not only do you have like the tech drama with like, like the dynamics between like, the evil boss and like, the people who are working there, but there's also that whole element of like the romance with like the arranged marriages, which I thought was just
Yeah.
so interesting because it's very different, like here in America, we don't really have arranged marriages, so it's just like, I just think that that piece of the film was just, it added another layer of like, just it made the film just, so fascinating. But
Yeah.
it's like, so the thing is like, you are a software engineer, so you were able to pull from your own experiences, but have you also like made films like before that weren't just about tech, or have most of your films been about like your experiences working in the tech world?
Actually, like initially, like I completed diploma in theater. Like actually, I'm actually my app is making short and feature films. Initially, like to get trained up, I did diploma in theater actually. Then I started making one short film called Avasara, and this short film got screened and selected in Bangalore International Short Film Festival. Actually,
Oh my
that's how I
gosh, that's
started in the year 2015, I think.
yep.
Then I made a second movie called a short film called Baravase. This also got selected for one of the film festival actually. Then I started writing feature length film script actually. So initially when I write, I know like how it works actually. So what I did was like in the year 2020, there was an opportunity for us to send it to film festival in Bangalore. There was a Bangalore International Festival 2020. So I written a script like based on all my experience, software experience. I wrote my script. So before making the film, I don't know if it is good or not. So what I did was I sent to the Bangalore International Film Festival. Then out of 80 scripts, four scripts got selected. Out of four scripts, like my script also got selected, and this script was reviewed by one of the Australian screenwriter, Chloe Dobin. Actually, she is an excellent lady. Actually, then she reviewed my script, and then she gave my input. Actually, like I completed almost like 80 to 72% of the script. I already completed. Like it was 100% of the script for me, but she suggested what are the changes you can make, who you can improve, and then based on our feedback. Then again, I changed the script actually. Then again, I took another 1 year of time to make all the changes suggested by her. Then I went on to make movie in 2021 August. I just started. Then in a year, I completed this movie actually.
Wow. So how did you gather the funding to put together this film? Like, is this a project that you yourself just invested in yourself? Did you, like reach out to like friends and family, to like your network at work? Like, how did you end up, coming up with the funds for this feature film?
This one, specifically, like a few of my friends also helped me with funding actually. Then I also invested the amount. My few friends also helped me for this project actually. Then I took help of a few of the friends and reached out to some of the friends like who make movies. Then I went on to them and then just with them how to make a movie. Based on all their suggestion, then we went on to make a movie. And actually, I got a very good team actually. Initially to get the people who were acted. Then based on my friends group, then we sent like who are interested in acting actually. Then search for specific groups, then find good actors and acting people who are interested in making movies. Based on that, like I really got a very good time actually, like with respect to editing or the art director and then the actors. So cinematography, the guys, I got a good, very support. I really got a good team actually.
I see. So the thing is, like with this film, was this your first feature film that you ever made?
Actually, this is my second feature film. Actually, I first made one children feature film called Gurida Manasu. Actually, it's a
Yeah.
children feature film,
Oh,
Kannada children
great.
feature film. Yeah, this is my second feature film.
That's great because I feel like every time you make a film, especially a feature film, because there's so many like parts to it, you learn so many different things. And if this is your second film, then you probably took a lot of the things you learned from making your first film and you put it into this film. So what were some of the things that you learned while making this film? Like, what are things that you are happy that you did, that you learned, to do better from the last film, versus what are some things that you want to change and maybe do things a little bit differently for like the next film?
Yeah, actually, the first feature film really helped me to learn many things actually. The first was a children feature film. Then I went on to make the real original film with the younger people. There, I have to adjust to them, and then it's about like since I'm also working, I have to make adjust the time accordingly. And then nearly like 15 to 20 days, I took a leave for shooting and other things. In between, when holidays, we shoot for that one. And then the thing was like I made a real plan actually. So what is the amount of assume if I making of 30 days of schedule, then how can I make that proper schedule? What are the scenes I can plan for actually? And then who are the available artists for that day? And then how much I should spend for that day? And then what are the location I'm shooting on actually? Then I divided actually. Based on that, I made a proper schedule actually. So the first film, based on the first and second film, this film actually I planned very well actually. So based on whatever I planned, actually 95% to 98% it went exactly like whatever I planned actually.
Wow, that's really, really good.
Yeah.
90%. That's so good.
Yeah.
So you were able to, because of the things that you learned from your first film, you were able to plan, like do a lot of pre-production of like the type of shots that you wanted to get, like that stuff. You were able to plan a lot better, which is why the production part of it went really smooth. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Actually, that really helped me. Lot of the things which we planned, which went right. Actually, that's the biggest strength of this film because that is how we can save some money. Because like if you keep on shooting, the money invested will be going on. It will be huge, right? So since we planned perfectly, this really helped for us actually.
Yep. That's awesome. So with this particular film, how did you find all the actors? Like, did you do a casting call? Like, are there people, are these like people that you've worked with before that you let you know? Was it like people that, people in your network already knew? Like, how did you assemble the cast? Because the cast did a fantastic job. They did such a great job.
Actually, I posted for I was searching for actor and actress, and then I told to my friends, and then all my friends who were working in theater, other group of in Facebook. There I posted I need of an actor and actress. Then different people, different sets of people approached me. Then I went for an audio, I asked them to do some small actings. Based on their skills, I selected them actually like that. I got an actor and actress. Then for actors, I went with all freshers actually. Whoever acted, they are all almost freshers actually. For only actor and actors, I went with freshers. But for after the post production work, I went with an experienced team actually. The director, the cinematographer, was an expert actually. He has done already more than 15 to 20 films. He has done actually. Then the editor has done more than 40 to 50 films. So with respect to the post-production, I didn't want to take a risk there. So I went with an experienced person there. But with respect to acting and then when I to act, so I welcomed them, and then I made sure that whatever the expression I want, I can get with them. So, and they are also very interested to act actually. That was one of the biggest plus point for me. So in this way, they acted very well and they supported me very well, and I like to thank them.
Great. So, okay. So I have a question for you too. So this is your second feature film. So it's going through film festival circuits right now. What's next for you? Like, what project are you working on next?
Currently, I'm again writing a script. Actually, the first script took around more than 4 to 5 years to write that script actually, to come up with script.
Oh, wow.
Then the second script which I'm trying to write, actually I have an idea actually. So still I'm trying to write it actually. Maybe it will take another 1 or 2 years to write the story. After that, maybe I will plan, maybe based on the budget, whatever I have planned. If everything is story is ready, then I will go for that also. But currently I'm in the process of writing the story.
That's great. So is a story like a comedy? Is it about tech again? Is it is it a drama? Like, what's the genre of the story that you have in mind that you're thinking of?
This one is again a drama with comedy and love story actually.
Okay, got it. So it's like a drama. So is it because this Electronic City was about, it was like a drama, kind of like a comedy, it was like a film that, was more about work, their tech jobs and stuff. Do you think that this next idea that you have is going to be similar, or is it going to be very, very different, the story wise?
Maybe the only thing, maybe the hero, maybe from the software background. Other than that, all the other things will change. Maybe just to give an hint, it will be like an hero coming from US and want to get married in India, and then what all the things happens get married actually. What are the things it's going to happen for him when he wants to get married in India actually. That's how it works. That is the flow actually.
Is that a theme that happens often, coming to the US and then, they go back to get married, and then and then do they come back to the US, or do they end up staying in India? Is that something that happens frequently?
Actually, this frequently happens. I believe most of the friends who works in one of my friend who was working in Australia. Now he came to India. He got married. After that, he will get settled 1 or 2 years here, and again they go back after getting married. Again, they go back to Australia, Germany, or US, whichever the places they like actually. So this is generally the common, because the things there may be some cultural difference, because Indian guys, again, they believe to get married to Indian girl itself, and that too based on an arranged marriage itself. So it's about not in India, it's not only about the boy and girl, it's also about the boy, girl, the family, the boys' parents. and the girl's parents. It's like everyone should like it's not only the liking. It's about the whole family liking the girl, and from the girl side also it's about not only the girl. Girl should first accept it, but again their family also, their background verification, everything they check actually. That's how it works in India actually.
Oh, wow. See, that stuff is just so interesting because I feel like in America, the families typically aren't as involved, you know what I mean? And so it's just so interesting to see that, within the Indian culture, like the family is like so important. They play such a big role in like a marriage, right? Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
For
what's
us,
so
actually,
interesting?
like,
Oh, sorry. Go on ahead,
yeah, go
Chiku.
ahead. Yeah, no, actually, like the family in India is about like husband and wife, the children, and also about our parents taking care of our. That's how we grow actually. Like they take care of us, and then we also take care of them. It's our responsibility. It's their responsibility for us giving an education. They spend so many things, so it's also our responsibility to take care of them.
I love
That's
that,
how the family.
honestly. I feel like that's what's supposed to happen, right? But I feel like, myself too, I come from like an Asian, like I'm Korean, and in the Korean, like when I was growing up, it was normal to see our grandparents, like living with us and, in our house and stuff, right? And so I feel like that's such a great thing. I think that's a very important thing to pass along to your children, to see them like taking care of like your parents, so that hopefully when you get older, like they'll want to take care of you too, right?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, actually the bonding between my children and their grandmother is very good actually. They enjoy it actually. The more time they spend, and then the more thing they learn from them, actually that all really helps actually.
Yes. So Chiku, you have this tech job, right? So you
Yeah.
have this like, day job that you do. And, it's so interesting to see that you're using, like the money that you make from your day job and you're putting it into your passion, which is making films. And I feel like
Yeah.
this is exactly what I'm trying to get people that I work with, in the tech world. That's what I'm trying to get them to do. So I feel like you are a perfect example of like the exact purpose of why I started this festival. Because I personally think that a lot of the reason why filmmakers have a tough time making money is because they don't, or making a film is because they don't have money. But the thing is, if you actually like work in tech or you have like a good job that pays you pretty well, right? It's like you're able to like invest in yourself and you're able to funnel the money that you're making into the stories that you want to tell. And it's through these stories that we can start changing the conversation of our culture that we live in, right? So it's like, that's why I just think that what you're doing is like, you're like such a perfect fit for like our festival.
Yeah.
And like, what we're trying to do with like, because like a lot of the people that you're probably going to meet in speed networking, it's like they're people who work in tech, just like you. So I feel like already you'll just have a lot in common, with them because they already like work in tech. And so I think like you sharing, your experiences, yes, working, this day job, but also being able to have this creative outlet and like the positive impact that it's had on you. I think that that's going to be a very powerful thing for you to share.
Uh, yeah, the thing is, when you work for a software company, it is 8 to 9 hours of work. After 8 to 9 hours of work, like you work for your boss for 8 9 hours, and then you give your 100% for whatever you are earning for that. Actually, you give for that one. After that, you will be the boss for rest of your time. So you take your time to do your own things. You go for your passion actually.
Yeah.
So you can spend after 9 hours of work, you can spend the time with your family, and you can put on sports or what the activity you're interested in. Try to spend money, try to spend your time with that actually.
Yep.
So in this way, you will be like whatever the time you have. Like it's no for me, like whatever I have in my mind, it went down to paper. Then now it is coming on the screen. So I feel very happy with that actually. That's the one thing. And then the other part is we are making the film, and then people like you are encouraging our movie is one of the greatest thing for us actually. Like the
Yeah.
people like you and then you are really encouraging us. This is really one of the best part actually. And
Yes. And you know what? Another thing too is one of our panels that we're going to be having next week is going to be on film distribution. And distribution has changed so much for us. You know, it's like, it's not, you know, it's not just, you know, like protected by like gatekeepers, you know, of Hollywood or Bollywood, you know, where it's like almost impossible to get into. It's like, I feel like we live in a time where you make a film and it's like you can put it on a platform now, and now you have an automatic audience. So I feel like with the distribution panel, we're going to talk a little bit more about what that looks like and what the opportunities are out there, and how distribution is changing. So I'm really excited for you to kind of check that out and participate in that, in those events. But Chiku, if people want to stay connected with you, if they want to find you, how do they find you? Like, are you on social media? Like, where can they find you?
Actually, like I am on Facebook and then I am on Instagram. So they can find me with my name, Chikkanna Ramakrishnaiah.
Okay, perfect. So Chikkanna. So it's Chikkanna.
Yeah, Chikkanna. Correct.
So if they put in that name, will they find you, or is it your last name too?
If they can add me for Facebook, they have to put my name, or they can search for chikk.org, chikka.org for Facebook, and for Instagram, director.chikka. They can search for Instagram.
Instagram is Director Chiku.
Like that's my short name actually. So
it's director CHIKKU.
CHIKKANNA. Director.Chikkanna.
Let me see if I can find you, just so. Director.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to see if I can find you. Okay. So it's director.Chikka.
Chikkanna.
Oh, I found you. Director.Chikkanna. CHIKKANA. Perfect. Okay, so you can find him on Instagram, on Facebook. Are you on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn also.
Okay, perfect. And it's just your name.
Yeah, just my Chikkanna Ramakrishnaiah.
Okay, so it's CHIKKANNA. Last name is RAMAKRISHNAIAH. Awesome. Well, Chiku, it was so nice to have this conversation with you. And I'm really looking forward to our audience checking out your film, Electronic City. And hopefully they'll stay connected with you through social media afterwards if they have any questions.
Yeah, definitely. Like selecting for this film festival is I'm really feeling proud to be a part of this film festival. Thanks a lot, actually. I just want to thank you.
Yes, of course. And I look forward to seeing you at all of the events next week.
And other than actually, like currently my film has been selected for some of the other film outside India. It's been selected for New York Movie Awards, Hollywood Gold Awards, in London Art House Film Festival, then Singapore Indie Film Festival.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
And in India also, there are a few festivals, like Mumbai 10th Indian Cine Festival. Then in our own state, there is a Mysore International Film Festival that also it's been officially selected. And Calcutta International Film Festival, Lake City International Film Festival, Royal Society of Television and Motion Picture Awards. So like it has been selected to many of the film festival. So it's been like feeling very happy for that. And then apart from that, this yours film festival is specifically, I see it's for tech and engineers actually.
Yes,
so that makes me very
yes, I feel like your film is definitely in the right place. This is exactly where it should be.
Thank you.
Great. Well, Chiku, have a great rest of the day. And again, everybody, I look forward to having everybody check out your film.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Bye, Chiku.
Bye.